Our success as educators is not measured by exams with multiple choice answers, by a jury of adjudicators, or by state mandates. Not by any of these things do we measure our impact on students, but rather the measure of our success is often exhibited by the notes and letters received years afterwards that say, "Thank you for believing in me. You changed my life. Band was the best thing that I did in my 4 years of high school." By the superintendent of schools referring to the band as the crown jewel of the district, or by the invitation of a student to a college graduation ceremony who was a young lady who was encouraged to go to college no matter how hard she insisted that it wasn't for her. Recently, I was at a performance of the Berkeley Jazz Festival in Boston when a young man and 2 children approached me. He introduced himself as a former student of 20+ years ago. He had been surfing the web and noticed my name on the festival program and drove from Maine with his wife and children so they could meet me. He told me that while he no longer played his trumpet, his high school band experience was the greatest memory of his high school years. Although he is not a professional musician, he has a recording studio in his home and has published a guitar method book, and music is an important part of his life. Rather than me talking about what I've done and how my work has impacted the community and made a difference in some of my students' lives, I've asked a couple of our student leaders and my band parent president to read some letters, emails, and notes that reference the measure of my work.
Dear Fred, you have been a part of our family since our first child entered high school in 2004. That's almost a decade. I cannot even imagine Harrison High School or our girls' high school experiences without you. The band family that you created at Harrison High School is unparalleled. Yes, we are award-winning, and that's wonderful. But more important, it's the sense of community that has been imparted to all the students involved. They come into high school or are welcomed as sophomores, juniors, or even seniors as part of a loving family that is there to support them. While they are making their music, they are having the time of their lives, and each student is made to feel important, which of course they are. This is the family you created. Without it, high school for our children would not be the same. The most amazing thing about our band family is that it maintains its greatness year after year. Just when I think, I can't believe the seniors are leaving, the family adjusts, the rising juniors and seniors take over, and the well-oiled machine continues. This is perhaps the greatest testament to your leadership. Band parent, 2004 to 2014.
Dr. Pasqua, an old friend of mine sent me an article about you last week and making the quarterfinals for a Grammy Foundation Award. From an old student, mentee, and admirer, they couldn't choose a finer man. Thank you for the role you played in my life so many years ago. Your belief in me propelled me forward to reach my dreams. I love you and your whole family, Papa Pasqua. All my love. Student from the class of '94. Dr. Pasqua. Out of everything I did in high school, band was, without a doubt, the most important thing I was a part of, and I just realized it recently. Being a part of band is what shaped me into the person I am today, and is what has the biggest influence on my life. It made me realize the importance of being involved in something, and it made me much more social and a much more outgoing person. But most of all, it motivated me. I come from a very uneducated and economically disadvantaged family, and I swear that the values and skills I learned from being a part of band are the reasons I made it into an Ivy League university. Dr. Pasqua, you used to talk about intrinsic motivation all the time, and I really took it to heart, not only with my practicing of music, but in every aspect of my life. I started really believing in myself and having self-confidence, and I realized how important it was to care about the people around me and to try my hardest at everything. So, if it wasn't obvious before you read this, I wasn't really the best member of your band, but I loved it, and I wouldn't be where I am today without it. Thank you, Dr. Pasqua. Student from a class of 2011.
May 27, 2013 was proclaimed Dr. Fred Pasqua Day in Harrison, New York. Your direction of music in our parades and demonstration of patriotism will never be forgotten. I cannot tell you how much the performances of the Harrison High School Band during our Memorial Day, Great to Live in Harrison Day, and Veterans Day parades have been enjoyed and appreciated. Thank you for the many wonderful opportunities and experiences you have made possible for our children. Your travels around the country and the world have created memories to be treasured. You have inspired thousands of young students with your music. For many, music will remain an important part of their lives. God bless you. Ben DeFonce, U.S. Marine Corps, retired, and the Harrison community.